Happy New Year! 2025! Welcome to the Home Talk Podcast brought to you by betNaija, your home of betBOOM. This year, if person greet you good morning, now boom, you go here. Good afternoon, boom. Good evening, boom. Everything, boom, 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 boom. I see a green year ahead of you.
Amen.
And I'm not talking of avocado. I'm talking of boom, 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 boom. So welcome to the Home Talk Podcast. This is where we discuss everything football and also punting. Remember, as we talk away, you dey enjoy them. We're going to tell you how you go take play Sam so that everything go boom. I have the best brains with me, and it is such great honor to do this with these guys every time. I'm going to begin with the man who mesmerizes on the microphone. When it comes to pidgin commentary, the man go shock you. If he can't be English too, you go surprise. He is a repository of knowledge when it comes to football. Ladies and gentlemen, Sawadinho! Papa, you stability well.
Happy New Year, guys.
Yes. So let's balance it out. I've introduced Sawadinho. Now let me introduce the babe that brings that steady calm and the peace with a sprinkling of violence. Unfortunately for her, she's a fan of Manchester United.
Hallelujah.
And then the thing don't in power no dead when he take them before. She's humble now. Ladies and gentlemen, Joycee Pooja.
Happy New Year, guys. Happy New Year.
It's so good to at least see you smile. Because Man Utd, they win some, they lose some. I remember those times every week. I cannot take it. Ten Hag is after my life. Ladies and gentlemen, our next guest. He just came back from the UK, He just got back. The only man to sit side by side with legendary ex-international Mikel Obi. Normally, Mikel not the, say Mikel not the really, but he sit down with this one, say yes, this one. So this man is like a bridge between the older generation and the younger generation. He easy to wine and dine with Mikel, and also they wine and dine with Osimhen. Pooja! Be the bridge.
Yeah, Happy New Year, guys.
Yes, be the bridge where they connect. Nice. So guys, remember, betNaija has upped the ante. Now, maximum payout now 200 million. Why you go there settle for less when you feel go for 200 million? So stop dreaming small. In 2025, dream big, and betNaija will pay you. You will be the first person that betNaija will sew Ankara for. And they will print boom on your chest, and they will give you your money. Your account officer go call you, say, sir, let's get into the conversation, guys. So we begin with the weekly roundup where we discuss everything football. And it is interesting that in the new year, we're discussing something new. I am very certain that nobody thought that when you're talking in the new year, you're going to talk about Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest have now won 5 consecutive games.
Yeah.
Guys, did anybody at the start of the 2024-2025 season think that we will be here discussing Nottingham Forest?
For a team that has survived relegation,
Yes.
the past 2 seasons. I think 2 seasons ago it was Taiwo Awoniyi's goal at Arsenal.
Yes, now.
Yeah.
That saved them.
Yes, now.
Last season almost the same thing. Nobody saw this coming. But then that's football for you.
True.
Like Leicester in 2015-16. Nottingham Forest might just be, surprisingly, they are the most informed team currently in the league.
Yes.
Even against Liverpool. Liverpool has 2 draws in their last 5. Arsenal has 2 draws in their last 5. And Nottingham has 5 straight wins. Fantastic. Good one for Nuno Espirito Santo. He was with Wolverhampton Wanderers, won the championship with them, promoted them to the Premier League, but he didn't really work out with him. Tottenham Hotspur didn't work out. I think his only laurels as a manager, apart from the championship with Wolverhampton, was Al Ittihad. in the Saudi League when he did the Liga and Cup double. You know, apart from that, nothing. So for him to be doing this with lowly rated Nottingham Forest, well, lowly rated for now, because back in the day, Nottingham Forest used to be a big side. I think they have a Champions League in their cabinet as well. So this is why we love the Premier League.
Interesting. So I'm sure that everyone will share this opinion. Nobody thinks Nottingham Forest good here. Will they get this conversation? And now we're going to begin the second half to a considerable degree of the season. Now, what do you think he'll be telling his players after playing this number of games and seeing where they are and this fine form? What do you think he's going to tell him players as then they start, as they go this second half now of the season?
I don't think you have to say much about, because they are already in form. And the momentum is good for them. You know, they have a striker in Chris Wood, he's scoring a lot of goals. And you don't have to maybe trigger their psychology about telling them the target, because, like you said, even the board will not even imagine.
They've exceeded the target already.
Yeah, so what you just need for them to do is to enjoy the football. Enjoy what they're doing. They still have, Awoli on the bench who's not playing as much as he would. So the squad is so much packed that what they need to do or what they need to tell them is to enjoy their football.
Very true. And with situations like this, if you keep winning, the confidence will continue to rise. Let me ask you, Joyce, do you think that at the end of this season, I don't want you to speak like a Man U fan now, because where Man Utd now, if even they talk say we can still, but do you think at the end of this season, if we look at, I don't want to say top 4, top 6, Nottingham Forest would feature?
They'll definitely feature in the top 6. Definitely feature in the top 6, because people below them are kind of inconsistent. When you look at the Aston Villa and Newcastle just building up small, when you see people below them, they are quite inconsistent compared to them. They are making top. If Chelsea and Arsenal are not careful, one team is going to drop there.
Oh boy, but Chelsea said they're not the title race.
Or Man City.
Okay.
So that is looking. Looking better than
Speaking about Man City now, I mean, for Nottingham Forest, 5 consecutive wins. For Man City, first win in 5 weeks. First win in 5 weeks.
Second win in 13 games.
Manchester City,
never been
first
done.
win in 5 weeks. Second win in 13 games. I want to ask, they don't bend the corner. Abi, they don't turn the corner. Say to bend and to turn are 2 different things.
Me, I don't talk and say, normally, if even Enyimba don't even sack their coach. Enyimba.
That one was long coming.
It was long coming. And
this one no long coming. 13 games,
long
2
coming.
wins.
Me, I don't talk and say, assuming it was a Manchester United, not even an Ateta. It was a, because Man City is not your big club. You are naming clubs, the big clubs in world football. Man City would probably not be in the top 5.
Top 10 self, heritage and legacy.
Maybe now.
Even now.
In the last 10 years.
Even now.
No, even in the last 10 years, you might.
Last 10 years.
For the upcoming fans now, the youngies, where now Man City, most of them they support, because they don't see Man City, they win during their
Barcelona
own
and Arsenal frustrated.
During their own lifetime. But Pep Guardiola no go there any of the top 5 teams where Guardiola will see that team right now. They 100%. Won't. I said it the last episode. He wouldn't be in Madrid. He definitely will not be in Bayern.
Because
not.
I think he has achieved. If you go to Real Madrid now, they have managers who have achieved even more than what Ancelotti has achieved.
Yes.
So you can say you can let it go, but nobody has achieved what Pep Guardiola has achieved for
at Man City.
So it's still that strong will. They feel like, okay, with what he has done for us for the past 6, 7, 8 years.
Yeah.
If you sack this guy because of this
bad run,
it's not good for their own image. But there's no manager on earth, like George said, that will still be on the job with this kind of results.
So let me ask you: is Manchester City still in the title race?
No, definitely
it's
not.
Over now.
14 points behind Liverpool.
Dead and buried.
And with a game in hand, if Liverpool wins that game, it's 17 points. No, they are not in title race. Let's say even Liverpool stutters to the extent of dropping 17 points. It's not Man City that would play the catch-up now. You still have Nottingham, you have Chelsea, you have Arsenal.
Man City cannot do the run again.
No, they can't.
Understand?
They can't.
Even if they go on that run now, Liverpool needs to, if they win their game in hand and it's 17 points. Now we're talking about Liverpool losing 5 matches and 1 draw. Before you catch up.
And Man City winning all their games.
5 matches and Man City winning all of them. Man City can. They have shown us that they can. I mean, I've said it countless times. Liverpool was chasing these guys 1 point. They sustained it till the end of the season. I mean, Arsenal was winning all their games in 2024, January to May. Man City was winning all. You understand? So they have shown us. That's what I've said. I said, I think in the last episode, I said, these people have shown us that they have the character in recent years when it comes to the running. You understand? But this Manchester City right now, with the way these things are going, the win they won, the win in their last game, the 2-0 win, I mean, it was just...
It wasn't convincing.
It wasn't convincing.
It wasn't convincing.
And it was Leicester.
Yes, at different points in that game, Leicester could have taken that game.
Even the draw against Everton.
Yeah.
Everton should have won it by
at different points in that game. So I don't think they can go on that run. But even if they go on that run, even if Liverpool stutters, you have Nottingham, you have Chelsea,
Arsenal.
you have Arsenal.
Yes.
You know, will all four
Arsenal
of them
are fourth.
stutter.
You count Arsenal for this.
No, I didn't count in
Okay,
any
no
particular
particular
order.
order.
Yes,
Okay.
I didn't count in any particular order. At least you don't have Man U.
All right, it's okay.
God.
It's okay. No need to rub it. It is a new year. Change now. Now let's talk about a group of people who are not in the title race, but then they verse. You say they title race.
They lose the best.
I never see that kind of thing before. They lose, you they verse,
Yes,
and you say the title race. Now one loss, one draw.
Yeah.
It be like say Chelsea. The power in the tongue when then they talk, the team not they catch up with them. But let's talk about the manager now and ask if the honeymoon period is over. Because I mean, you would expect that at least this season, given the fact that Chelsea is not in the title race, they just won 3 points. A London derby would be intense. But nobody go believe, say, Fulham, in the manner they did, would pick all 3 points at the Stamford Bridge. It be like, say, Maresca, honeymoon don't finish.
No, I don't think they are in any honeymoon. Because, truth be told, even I can, till to say, okay, fine, they're not in the title race, because they never imagined that they will be as good as this because of what they signed. They have over 20 first team players. They spent £1 billion. So nobody expected them to be second or to be chasing the title. So it's understandable for them to say, okay, fine, we're not in the title race, because this guy is coming from the championship with Leicester City. So in a way, you can say, okay, let us maybe do top 6. But all of a sudden, they're in top 2. They're 2 points behind Liverpool. And I guess that's why they are coming with. But the psychology of that statement is actually going to affect them at the end of the day. Because own up to your reality.
Yeah.
You guys are behind Liverpool, and every game, players, board, podcasters, even the manager always say they are not in the title race. So psychology maybe is getting to them, but I won't say they are in any honeymoon, even with the start of the season.
Okay, with situations like this, it's really very easy to slip into a crisis.
Yes.
Where you're winning, you try to maintain a certain level of, control. And then you lose one game, you draw one game, and you begin to doubt yourself. What do you think the manager will be telling his players now? Do you think this is a temporary setback? Let's just try as much as we can to see, guys, there's something serious going on.
It is a temporary setback, because if you look at Chelsea's next run of game, I don't think they have any big issue until Man City, and that's 3-4 games into the new year. So it's a temporary setback. Chelsea has, with the amount of money that they have team A, team B, team C. So this is not a big issue for them. This is not a big issue for them. They're going to come back.
Interesting. So
I don't see them doing anything special.
No, they're not winning the league.
I'm not talking about winning the league. I don't even see them finishing in the top 4.
Chelsea.
No, Chelsea are finishing in the top 4.
I don't. I've been saying this. I would want them to prove me wrong. These boys are young boys. They don't have the mentality for the running.
For top 4 or for winning the league?
See,
there's a running for top 4.
There's a running for top 4. And in the last 3-4 years, Chelsea has not been in that discussion. These guys are young boys. You're talking about Cole Palmer. You're talking about Enzo Fernandez, Moise Caicedo.
Sancho.
They've not been in that situation where you need to win every week. They've not. The reason why they've been trying to manage their expectation is because they did not expect to be in the top 2 at that point in time in the season. You understand? They were still thinking, okay, we would blend, let's try and blend and all of that. And all of a sudden, the results started, coming in. And you see them, at some point 2 points behind Liverpool, even though they had the game in hand and all that. So now we're in January, right? From now till March, when we have the international break, the first international break, is back to back. Back to back, back to back, back to back. This is where your mentality is tested. Do they have it in them? Chelsea fans are already beginning to complain about Cole Palmer. They're beginning to shout, oh, substitute him. He mustn't play 90 minutes. And that guy is like the live wire of the team.
True.
You understand? How long before they start saying the same about Caicedo? How long before they start saying the same about Cucurella, who is arguably their best defender right now? How long before they start saying the same thing about Enzo Fernandez? You understand? So, do these guys have it in them? Have they been in that situation before? You understand? Remember, it was the mentality that was the undoing of Arsenal 2 seasons ago. They improved on that mentality the following season, yet it wasn't enough because of Man City's form. And I told you guys here at the last episode that Liverpool has shown us in recent times that they have that mentality. To go all the way because they've been in that race with Man City for the past how many years? You know, back to back, that mentality. And now they are topping the table. That is why it is dangerous. You understand? So, can they sustain it? Can Chelsea sustain it? That's the question.
Well, maybe the team would prove to us if they can sustain it.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, if it's top 4, who really is in top 4? Right now, you have Nottingham Forest.
Nottingham
You have
Forest.
Arsenal.
Who will probably still fall.
And then you have Aston Villa, Newcastle.
Yes,
Man City is still in that negotiation.
In top 4.
Man City is 31 points. Chelsea is 35 points. Right? Chelsea is 35 points. Man City is 31 points. And we have like 18 more weeks to go.
But if you base
You're talking about
4
points.
If you base it on form.
Chelsea's on better form than Man City.
Remember
now.
what I
They're
told you
playing
about
better.
running. Man City was at this time 2 seasons ago. Man City was almost 11 points behind Arsenal. They won the league with 4 games to spare. 3 games to spare. Almost 11 points behind Arsenal.
Yeah, the funny thing about Chelsea is that the running is now they are started losing. They started instead of starting like this in January.
Yeah,
like losing, winning.
They were winning.
Yeah, and it was flourishing.
Yeah.
Now, like you said, there could be doubts, no experience. They are young boys. So now, what with a young manager as well, who had maybe an experience with I start with Pep, but not experience as an head coach. What would he be telling these guys with that mentality about the rolling? So if they lose a couple of games, it could be crisis.
True.
Because now the momentum is different. They use a new team in the Conference Cup, Conference League. They use another team, so there's no balance. So another team plays in the Conference League. How will you now put that other team in shape for the next game when they lose a game in the Premier League?
Hopefully, the Chelsea manager would, at this point, try to show that he has the quality. Talking about capacity and quality, there's a manager who expects that every second season he does well.
He wins something.
But he be like, say, this time around, the second season success syndrome, not follow him. In village people, they hold him. Spurs are in a very, very bad place.
It's just realizing the kind of team that he joined now. It's just, do
you think it's the team?
No, it's a cultural.
It is the manager.
Exactly,
it's
it's a cultural
problem.
thing. Yes,
Cultural problem.
Yes.
Of Spurs as a club.
Yes.
As a club. So because if it's not cultural, why would you sack a manager that is close to winning a title for you? There's
one game away.
There's nothing Mourinho could have done.
Exactly.
Use that as a catalyst for winning trophies, and you sacked him. So they don't care about. So the mentality is that let's just go and play football. Pochettino was saying winning titles for Spurs is like ego.
Boy,
and it stays for like 5 years on the job. So nothing is at stake. And when the guy was coming, you're coming from Scotland, and you believe you just enter Premier League, they are 11th. Maybe you can go through the back door and win maybe Carabao Cup or the FA Cup.
Are
they still in the? They knocked Man U out.
But talking about the club problem is a cultural problem.
It's a cultural problem for a team that won their last league title in 1962.
But this team played in the Champions League.
Yeah,
did really very, very well. Got to a point where people were like, okay, something different is happening.
But that's when Daniel Levy comes in, because that team that got to a Champions League final under Pochettino, they didn't back him. The season after, they didn't buy any player.
They didn't buy for a whole season.
They had Harry Kane, they had Dele Alli, and they had Eriksen in prime form. The next season, they did not buy one person. What does he expect? Does he expect magic?
This Spurs, it be like say waiting they worry them now. Foundational problem.
Now foundational problem.
See, because after this Champions League loss, Pochettino said winning the title is like ego to them. Baba,
Oh boy.
That statement alone, you are out of my club. But because they're making a lot of money, they have a new stadium.
Exactly.
They are hosting a lot of events on the stadiums.
Okay.
Last year,
they were like the 8th highest earners in terms of
Yes,
revenue.
now they are whiskey. They do
They-
concert.
they-
Know that.
they
Okay.
pay nature
Hey, yes.
season for them.
Spurs, no problem. Mona continue to they make money. Mona not make any attempts to win titles. Now, our African brother, the Egyptian, Mo Salah, has done something outstanding. First player to score and assist in 8 separate games in a single season. Nobody don't try this kind of thing before. But just like say that contract with Liverpool, the thing they hang. And come on, if you have a player with this quality, who is giving you value and who is doing this, what is wrong with what is this contract situation now? Who they cause the problem?
Now the age.
In age.
Now in age. It's
But
going to
in
be.
age, they score, they do assist.
You're talking about now. How do we know what's going to happen next season?
Next season.
No, but is it not this current form that you would use to project?
No.
Assess.
The problem.
No,
the problem is, he had huge wage.
Yeah.
So nobody expected that this will be the Salah we are going to see this season.
This season, yes.
They believe we are going to fizzle him out. Maybe this season you have a very bad season and they'll just let him go in the summer. But all of a sudden,
He's
it's not
turned
that.
out, yeah.
So now they are in a dilemma if they are going to give him that huge contract for another 2 years. And if they give him, is it going to be like
He's going to perform the same. Exactly.
If next season now he pick up injury, they are going to be continue to be playing that huge amount of wages. So they are actually in
A dilemma right now. Because there are examples. You just mentioned Ozil. Also Aubameyang. This guy signed lucrative contracts in their later years. And as at when they signed that contract, I mean, you would have expected them to give you 1 more solid year or 2 more solid years. But unfortunately, they fell off.
But to be
not
fair,
that
these people
bad.
that you have mentioned, these people that you have mentioned,
Yeah,
at the
not on
time
his
they
level.
signed that contract,
No, at the time-
were they on this Salah's level?
Yes,
This Salah's level.
Aubameyang especially.
Even
Aubameyang
when-
especially.
Eight goals,
Yes,
eight assists.
Aubameyang especially. Remember that season that if Arsenal eventually won the league, the FA Cup with Mikel Arteta, Aubameyang literally carried the team on his shoulders.
Yeah. No, that's true.
Scored in the
That's true,
semi-final,
yes.
scored in the final, and all of that. And then they were saying, give him the contract, and then he got a lucrative contract.
They gave him
You
2
understand?
years.
So now Salah is in that situation. As a matter of fact, he's having a far more better season now than any other season apart from his very first season at Liverpool.
True.
30 goals and 30 goals involvement right now. That is 17 goals, 13 assists. Do you understand?
Impressive.
In the year,
Impressive.
in 2024,
Impressive.
he's had 53 goal involvement. You understand?
Impressive.
He's had more goal and assists between August and December than he has had from January till June when the season ended. So he's in fantastic form right now. And sadly, they asked him about his contract. He said they are far away from that discussion. He said he just wants to win the league, concentrate on winning the league. And there are 3 of them in that space. We've said it here before. Van Dijk and Trent. Trent might even join Real Madrid in January. He might join Real Madrid in January. When they asked and the slot said, I only have control over what they do on the pitch. Their personal lifestyle, I don't. You saw the way he celebrated his goal. I don't know if that is a message. You understand? So, but then all of these factors will come into play at some point. Do I think they should give Salah a new contract? I think so. Do I think Salah wants to leave? No. I don't think he wants to leave. I think he wants to remain at Liverpool because the truth is there are only a few clubs. In fact, there is no club in Europe that would pay him that salary.
Nobody.
There's no club in Europe that will pay him that salary. Unless you're going to Saudi and the rest of them.
And he believes that in the mainstream, he still have like 2 years to
Yeah.
I mean, he does.
Because the money from last season from Saudi, if it's going to be money, we would have gone to
They would have
Saudi.
gone, yeah.
But he believes that he can still be in the mainstream.
I think he wants to stay at Liverpool.
And that money is crazy.
It's not up to the Liverpool board to see who are going to choose. I think they'll probably choose 2.
I don't
out of
think
the 3.
they
I don't think
will
the 3
offer
of
him
them.
a contract. I think they would either lower the bill
Yeah,
or
cut.
stay there and all of that. And if they stay there, he will want to stay.
Do you think he's going to want to cut?
If they lower, if he can take a pay cut to stay, because just like Pooja said, I think he still believes that I have something to give to the top 5 leagues. You
So if
understand?
he
wants to
believes
say,
that, why not pay him what is actually worth then?
it's up to the board to decide to pay him or
It's
not.
business.
It's not
It's
in
business.
hands.
It's business. But with Bet Niger, you will never have this dilemma because we know they do Trent Alexander-Arnold, Van Dijk, Mo Salah, 200 million. That's the maximum payout. If Mo Salah, if we come put to make it boom for them for here, so why go for small? This is where you can go for and make 200 million. And remember, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We take God beg una beg. Make una subscribe now. And you know as we do it for here now, we dey give out money because we understand, say, you too, you get sense. So you can share your comments, tell your friends, share your comments, probable topics that we can discuss here with my pundits. And you can just, get to share in 250,000 naira. Only Bet Niger they run am. Only Bet Niger they run am. Only Bet Niger they run am. Welcome to Bet Boom. This is the segment where we share the most impressive Bet Boom slips. Now, it is important to note that tickets that are boomed on Bet Boom win up to 1 billion naira. You go play. Bet Niger go look, say, oh, you have been a good boy, you have been a good girl. They go come boom your ticket. You feel win up to 1 billion naira. And I Bet Niger they run am. So this is what we are going to do. Not be cho as we dey talk. Evidence day. I'm going to give you some impressive tickets that were boomed and how much they won. Now, our first ticket was a stake of 19,750 naira on 2.77 odds to win 54,750 naira. Bet Niger boomed that ticket to 547,509 naira. Imagine say you don't make up your mind, say, if this game enter, you chop 54,750. Bet Niger come boom am to 547,509. Only Bet Niger they run am. Second boomed ticket, a stake of 200,000 naira on 1.78 odds to win 356,500. This one, if you just look at me, I just put this 200 naira here, this 200,000 naira here, make I buy fuel. And guess what Bet Niger did? Bet Niger boomed that ticket to 1,069,500 naira. Just think am. Third ticket, a stake of 100,000 naira on 3.46 odds to win 345,560. It was boomed by Bet Niger to 1,727,800 naira. And finally, person just dey look in 1.5. Say make him just use this 1.5, play 2.38 odds. So that thing go win 3,574 naira. Guess what Bet Niger did? Boomed to 357,420 naira. Baba, now only Bet Niger they run am. Leave am. Now only Bet Niger they run am. Only Bet Niger they run am. You don't hear am. Only Bet Niger they run am. Boom, 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 boom. Wake up to boom. Remember, bet responsibly. 18 plus only. And most importantly, stick with what you can afford to lose. Boom! Welcome to the Punters Corner. For the next 10 minutes, the best brains that I have would discuss extensively, some interesting subjects in the world of football. And we're going to begin first with, I don't know whether we will call this one super game. Because before, this game now Clash of the Titans. But as he did like this now, he dey tight one person. He dey tight Man City. Normally before, Liverpool versus Manchester City, na game where you go dey look say, but as he did like this now, even Pep Guardiola fit just dey tell him boys, say, let's just go. Anything we see, we see. Let's do a preview of Liverpool versus Manchester City. And I would like to ask, do you think that this game would live up to the expectation of a Liverpool versus Manchester City game, or it could just be anything when Man City see, may they take?
I have this belief about rivalries. I just have that belief about rivalries. The same thing that happened Manchester United and Manchester City. Someone would be quick to say, oh, Man City, it's like arguably the worst Manchester City side, but the Manchester United have not been brilliant either. But the moment it comes to that rivalry, they always say form is thrown out of the window.
Exactly.
You will be so surprised that I know this guy where Everton beat or this guy where Ipswich beat and all of that. So they've built that rivalry in recent times. I would want to believe that it might still give us that spark. But if we want to be realistic, judging current form, It will be very one-sided game.
Very, very one-sided.
Very one-sided.
Liverpool are the best team in the world now.
In the world.
Liverpool are
Yeah,
the
they
best
are.
team
They are
in
top
the
of the
world
Champions League
now.
now.
Top of Champions League,
You
top of
don't
the Premier
forget so
League,
many
top of
things.
the
man.
Premier League.
semi-final of the League Cup.
You don't forget so many things.
What is left?
Now I know me say the best team in the world.
Currently,
now.
current form.
Current form right now.
Current
They are the
form.
best team in the
They are
world.
the best team in the
They
world.
have the best player in the world. Man City are no longer Man City. They are playing.
They have the best player in the world.
They have the best player in the world in Salah.
How?
Current form.
Okay,
current
who
form.
be the
current
best
Show me
player in the
current
world
form.
now?
In the last- in the-
The
Who
best
be the best player
player
in the
now,
world?
Rodri and Vinicius now.
Now, Benny Award.
Now what?
No be them win their
Award.
award.
Rodri, they don't not know the team as this season. Where he
last
dey?
year.
Now,
talk
what
about
they
current
talk of
form.
current form.
Current form now is the best player in the world. Just give him the Ballon d'Or.
For waiting.
For 2 months.
Okay. So Pooja, do you share a different opinion? Do you think that now games like this, now Pep go say, okay, oh yeah, now this is a very big challenge because, like you have said, you are playing against the biggest team in the world or the best team in the world.
So the funny thing is, even when Man City were Man City,
Yeah.
Liverpool has always been a problem.
Yes,
boy.
big
Yeah.
struggle for
Even
them.
going to Anfield.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, even in the Champions League, anywhere they see Liverpool, Man City will shiver. Now that they are in a this
Bad
is the
state.
worst Man City in 80 years.
Yeah.
And you are playing arguably the best
best
Liverpool
in the world.
in 80 years.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's two sides of a coin.
Okay, interesting. I would like to ask this, and I would want us to just answer briefly. Now, Mo Salah, 3 of them agree. Even though me, I even see but if 3 people don't agree, what I go do? He's the best player in the world right now. But for the FIFA best men's attacking arrangements, they not consider him for 2024.
Yeah.
Did they make a mistake or did they overlook him? Or can one rationalize and say, well, he pick later. Now he make him figure shout to say make them put him for there. Or they make outright mistake of not putting him in that
No,
arrangement.
it wasn't a mistake.
Yeah.
Now last season I would do
It
that
was
now.
not.
Based
Even in 2024, remember what I told you? Mo Salah has 30 goal involvement right now in the league. You understand? This is more. In this few weeks of this new season, it's more goal involvement that he had from January till the end of the season.
Yes, the entire season.
Till the end of the season. He scored 17 goals already in the league with 13 assists. From January till August, I think he scored about 12 or 13 goals or thereabout. You understand? Had like 11 assists and all of that. So he just peaked at this later point of the season or the year. And these awards are calculated from, let's say, September of the previous year, till the end of the season. And he didn't have a very fantastic last season. He didn't have a very fantastic. So he was not... it wasn't a mistake. If you pick the attackers, I think Osimhen was not even there. But he was supposed to be there. You understand? So I would definitely go for Haaland above him, considering last season. I would definitely go for Vinicius Jr. above him, considering the period in review. You understand? So he wasn't omitted. If he continues in this form in this 2024, then when we are making that list for next year and then you omit him, that's where the problem is.
Interesting. Mo, just leave him for there.
100%.
Talking about somebody that we are not going to omit, it appears like, there will be a big move in January, this month for Victor Osimhen. Some people are saying he's giving Manchester United. Others are saying, as I say, man, Pooja say,
Who else than Pooja to tell us?
Yes, who else than Pooja? Oh yeah, so Pooja, make we ask you, this big move, where would they expect? Because Baba don't over-deliver for Galatasaray. Even themselves, no. They don't over-deliver.
Like Hebrew women.
Yes. Should we be expecting something big for Victor Osimhen this January? And is it from the crystal ball? Are you seeing red with devil way home for or something?
From person where they wear Chelsea jersey when young. But to be
Now an address code now.
But there are too many factors. Maybe against Osimhen to move in January. Because when they got to Galatasaray, he gave them the awards that they're going to spend a year loan with them. And, they've held on to that statement. And again, they have their number 1 striker Mario Icardi, who is out for the
Out of the
season.
season.
So they don't have a striker again. So it now boils down to what any club brings to the table. You know, money changes things. If they bring money to the table and say, okay, fine, Galatasaray, we're going to absorb the 6-month salary of Victor Osimhen, and we're still going to pay you your loan fee, and we're going to take him, and they still pay Napoli their normal 100 million euros.
Valuation.
There's nothing that can happen. But for the factors that are on ground now, based on Icardi out for the next season, and for Osimhen out of, taking him out of that Napoli, he said, okay, I'm going to stay with you guys for next 1 year.
Yes.
So it's very dicey, but anything can happen. If they bring a good money on the ground, it can shake things. But
Okay. So we know anything can happen. But as a man of honor, we don't give him word. We sure saying go keep to the word. But let's just in case anything happens.
if not me, if the money come, I will change my word.
Okay, in case anything happens.
Joyce,
If the money come.
let me ask you this question.
Oh God.
If you be Osimhen's sister now, you go advise Sam.
No,
To
you
go
sister.
Man U.
Because
I know that I
you
only want
babe, you
something
babe,
else.
babe,
I know.
babe,
Sister, wife, if you be Osimhen confident, if Osimhen trust you, will you advise him now to go to Man U?
As a Nigerian, not a Nigerian, not a
Osimhen
Wait now.
everything.
As a Nigerian, not a Manchester United supporter. Osimhen should not come close to that club, I swear.
It's okay, let's go on with this.
Oh yeah, let's turn it to you. If you be Osimhen best friend, if you be Osimhen best friend, two of una sit down for the same chair for primary school, will you advise him to go to Arsenal?
He will be African,
will
he
you?
will be African best footballer for the next 3 years if he comes to Arsenal.
But if he
See,
actually
I will pay his flight. I will book his flight. If you want pitch, I will.
See, it's very simple. Osimhen is like church. Just give him service.
Exactly.
He's going to worship.
Buddy, give us service.
See, look at the service at Galatasaray. They just love the ball.
Just give him. Give
I'm
us.
telling
I
you.
said I will go book the flight. Ain't go win African best for the next 3 years.
Man, who the service of Man U?
But if he goes to either
Kobe
Arsenal
Mainu.
or Chelsea, automatic title challenger.
Chelsea.
If he goes to Arsenal,
If he go Chelsea,
If he go Chelsea,
he go play ball.
he go play ball.
If you go Chelsea,
he go play ball.
chances go kill him.
See all the chance where they give
Okay,
Jackson
chances
now.
for him.
In a game,
I'm telling you, great chances for him.
the big chances created by Chelsea is more than 5. And Jackson drops a ball like he would not even score any.
And Osimhen knows how to play in the box.
Yes,
Exactly.
now.
He knows how to play in the box, and that's the problem. That's what I keep shouting about Kai. He has the movement, but then Kai and Jesus.
Forgive this guy. You see, Jesus prove you wrong. Towards the end of the year. Towards the end of the year, Baba John can score.
Yes, it suits me. But then, from January
Now because
December,
Jesus' birthday now, like
as I
Jesus'
shout,
birthday.
yes, my birthday. As I shout, I got her to score.
Interesting. You get one thing where we dey do here, we not dey shout. We don't tell you say maximum payout. By not shout, I mean say we not dey. Like by shout, not be cho. My voice loud, but no worry. Maximum payout now 200 million, and I only bet Nigeria they run am. Why you go for small odds when if you go for big one and chop 200 million naira? Then remember, please subscribe to our YouTube. I take go beguna, subscribe, be a part of the family. Share your comments. You fit chop 250,000 naira. They will gather now together. If you carry your topic on discuss here, you collect bar. Why you dey waste time? Now bet Nigeria they run am now. Boom.
Get explosive odds at random. Introducing betBOOMs. Get massive odds on any sports bet, however you play. Singles, multiples, in play. Zoom. It's time to boom your bet. Available now, only on betNigeria.
So welcome to the Hot Tips segment. We're back to football action in the first week of the new year. We'll run through some of the interesting games this weekend, and then I would have my pundits talk about games that we should put our money on so that everywhere go boom. Now this weekend, we're going to have some interesting games. There's Tottenham against Newcastle. There's also Aston Villa playing at home against Leicester City. Bournemouth against Everton. Manchester City host West Ham United, and Brighton will play host to Arsenal. On Sunday, 5th of January, Fulham against Ipswich, and then there is Liverpool against Manchester United. Liverpool, Manchester United. Man, you fans, sorry in advance. In the La Liga, we're back to football action.
Yeah.
Valencia play host to Real Madrid. It did very, very sad. Say this game. This kind of game before now game when people they go viewing center. I remember we'll go viewing center, go watch them.
If you even if anything is going to Mestalla now,
Yes now. But Mestalla now they don't mess things up. They don't mess tire. In the Italian Serie A, Venezia play at home against Empoli. Napoli travel to Fiorentina, and Udinese travel to Verona. There's Monza, Cagliari, Lecce, Genoa, Torino, Parma, and Roma against Lazio. Roma don't see resurgence since Claudio Ranieri take over, and it be like say, the players are happy and they are doing well. So now let's look at 7 games. You know, say before we they do 9. Bet Naija tell us say, if you like say that 9 too far, make we come down to 7. We don't chop. Pooja.
For do back to back.
Now you the person when bring your luck.
Yes, now I don't come back again.
Yes. As you don't come back with that grace of Mikel Obi, can't use them. Yeah.
You don't see that last time. Also, I'm going to go enter and say, Pooja, if you say we didn't move.
I just they follow Pooja say, I don't worry.
I said, I'm free to say, no worry.
No worry.
Do like this, we all got set for WhatsApp.
Oh yeah, now no wahala. So let's go. Let's look at Tottenham against Newcastle. It's looking like a goals game.
It would be a goals game.
Yeah, Newcastle, Isak, Spurs.
Scoring for fun.
Spurs concede for a lifetime now. Back to back.
I'll be the last person to carry Spurs to win anybody.
I'm telling you.
Goals are playing in Imba.
Okay, so over 1.5?
Yeah.
Over
or do we do 2.5?
No,
1.5. Okay.
Safe.
So there's Aston Villa playing at home against Leicester City. It be like say things don't root for rude boy.
No, nothing bounce again.
Nothing they bounce again.
Always have a straight for Aston Villa.
Aston Villa will not draw.
Let's do goals.
Goals, Aston Villa at home.
At home. We not draw.
Let's do goals.
The goals
feel lower than home
Go
winning
low.
that half.
Yes, they go low.
Because they know that
if we do go win a home, we need a half now.
Okay, Aston Villa winning that half. Go Leicester, they struggle now. Then there's Bournemouth versus Everton. Bournemouth, did something. That team they play ball. That team they play ball.
Yeah.
And the thing with Bournemouth be say, you feel they beat Bournemouth 2-0. You never win that match.
I'm telling you.
Especially depending on the level of the team. That game might end up 2-2 or they would even defeat you.
Everton has played against some of the best scoring sides in the league and they could not score one against them. Arsenal and Chelsea.
Imagine.
So it doesn't matter what Bournemouth is doing at the present. It's just that I have this thing about teams like Everton when they, go on that kind of a run.
Imagine playing a draw against
Arsenal and Chelsea.
And even Manchester City. But they play 1-1.
Yes, exactly.
See all these Everton when they see their colleague.
Yes, they always lose to their mates.
So do we do Bournemouth win or draw?
I think that's better.
The odd go
win or draw.
Bournemouth win or. Then there's Brighton versus Arsenal. They feel often alike.
Goals.
I don't see any bright team.
But I don't see any right thing.
Do we do goals over 1.5?
It's a revenge game for Arsenal. Remember the Declan Rice red card? The Declan Rice red card was against Brighton.
I think goals game because they're even booing Brighton already. They're in a bad form.
They're in a bad form. It's a revenge game. I would have gone for an Arsenal win, but then let's be safe. Let's do goals.
Okay, so over 1.5. Then there's Valencia versus Real Madrid. Madrid winning that half.
That's a goals game too, right there.
That's the BTS now for once.
Valencia. Who wants score?
Both teams to score.
Who wants score? He go shock his first half. Madrid they lead 2-0. Second half 3-0.
No, we just do maybe win it half because I think Madrid will win that game.
Yeah, Madrid.
They need to win that game to go ahead of to be comfortable. Okay. Because now standing game now.
Just Barcelona be Atletico Madrid.
Okay, so let's go. Madrid win either half. Okay.
Way to win either half.
Then there's Roma versus Lazio.
Goals.
Over 1.5. Then finally, Liverpool versus Manchester United.
We should be thinking of how many goals Man U wants to concede.
Yeah.
We should be thinking.
If we
do like over 5.5, it's not bad.
Okay, home team win either half.
Okay. Over 2.5, John.
For waiting.
We need a half.
For waiting.
Manchester United, Liverpool. Over 2.5, I beg. Over 2.5.
I don't get it.
Home team win either half. Home team win either half. Because that kind of game now, if you go N1-1.
Okay. Well, I would appreciate it. Can Man U just for once, please, be useful?
I can never no.
Please.
Even because of Arsenal, let us
just
So guys, take a look at the screen. It don't day here. Make you run, go arrange them on top of Bet Niger. May the odds be in our favor. Boom, 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 boom. We go celebrate, don't worry. We go celebrate. We go celebrate.
Get explosive odds at random. Introducing betBOOMs. Get massive odds on any sports bet, however you play. Singles, multiples, in play. Zoom. It's time to boom your bet. Available now. Only on Bet Niger.
Welcome to the Prediction Guru segment where we give you the opportunity to predict the correct outcome of 3 games. Remember, say before, Bet Niger go tell you, say make you predict the correct scoreline of 5 games. We can't look and say, no now, we want you to win. Why make it difficult? Let's make it easier. So all you need to do is to predict the correct outcome of 3 simple games. Win, lose, or draw. Win, lose, or draw. If you get the 3 correctly, my brother, you go win at the games. Liverpool versus Manchester United. All you need to do is predict win, lose, or draw for either side. Valencia versus Real Madrid. And finally, Roma versus Lazio. These 3 games that I don't give you now, just tell us which one go win, which one go draw, or which one go lose. If you get the 3 correctly, Bet Niger go sort you out. Bet Niger go sort you out. What are you waiting for? Be a prediction guru. Try it. Boom! So thank you so much, Sawadinho.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Pooja. Oi. Welcome back to Nigeria. Thank you so much, Joyce William. You guys have been very amazing. And I believe that the new year holds a lot of promise. And we're going to have an amazing experience.
So many wake up to boom.
Wake up to boom. Just they wake up, they boom, they go.
Everybody just agree.
I'm talking about waking up to boom. Remember, our maximum payout for Bet Nigeria now 200 million naira. 200 million. So you can dare to dream. Wake up from your slumber and play and chop 200 million naira. Remember to bet responsibly. 18 plus only. And stake what you can afford to lose. Thank you very much, Sawadinho. Thank you very much, Pooja.
Can we
Thank
be
you very much,
having
Joyce William.
handkerchief?
Oh my
For Man U
God.
fans.
For Man U fans.
Can you just imagine?
Man U fans don't cry, tire. Tears going to come out again. Remember,
I'll be your dear.
at the end of this season, if Manchester United finishes in top 4, you now singlet you go
See,
win
I go even upgrade and remove
He
singlet,
already
carry
said-
ordinary body.
to present.
If Man U
Other
against top-
material.
We have the one from past.
He said Liverpool will not be.
Don't worry, let's go. The show don't end. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Yes.
Let's go. The show don't end. Let's go. Let's go.
Yes.
Let's go. Show don't end. Let's go.